Welcome to your February Influence newsletter. This week, there's a lot of economic data coming out, which may cause a few ripples amongst policy watchers. The GDP data that we're expecting this week may show that the UK is technically in a recession, and the inflation data may show that actually inflation is not going downwards in a straight path, but may actually blip upwards again, which may cause some concerns. However, based on the Director's Economic Confidence Index, so this is the data that we get from our monthly Policy Voice surveys, we found that actually directors are getting a bit more optimistic. The indicator actually increased in value more towards optimism than it has been in some time. So perhaps let's not get too caught up in the latest data. Things are looking perhaps a little better from our perspective. Now, of course, we're very much looking forward now to the budget on the 6th of March. And this week, our Director General, John Geldart, is meeting with the Chancellor. We have other high-level meetings in the diary with the head of the number 10 business unit and with the leading figures from the opposition front bench. There may be some fiscal headroom for the government in this budget, but what I think our members think is that what we really need is a steady ship. We need stability and clarity about where policy is going so that business can plan for the future. And that's much more important than these short-term, politically oriented giveaways, which we tend to focus on when we have a budget. Now, something that we've been talking a great deal about in recent weeks at the IoD is the Post Office Horizon scandal. And we're recording a podcast on that topic this week. We're following very closely the public inquiry, which is being chaired by Sir Win Williams, and which hasn't yet fully discussed the governance elements of the Post Office scandal. It will be incredibly important to find out what the board of directors of Post Office Limited was doing throughout this scandal. We at the moment we don't know, and someone needs to take a look at what board minutes were saying, what was being discussed in board meetings, and we need really to learn the lessons of the future from this investigation. There's an interesting consultation response which the IoD has just submitted, which supports the plans of the government to expand the scope of the energy ombudsman to slightly larger companies. At the moment, they only provide a complaints and redress service for micro enterprises. And so if they expand now to slightly larger companies, we think that will be very useful, because quite often small companies do have problems with their energy supplier. At the moment, many of them are complaining about the problems with standing charges and the substantial increase in substantial charges which they are required now to pay. The next Policy Voice survey will be going out imminently. We'll be asking for your views on some of the Labour Party's proposals for the economy. So we're very interested to hear your views on that. Until the next time, see you soon.